All right, gentlemen, today we're going to do the freezing point depression lab. So this is something that you can do at home. You'll just need some cups. You'll need a 1/4 cup of salt, a 1/4 cup of sugar, and 1/3 cup of water. So my assistants here are Clark and Lex. And right now they have the cups filled about halfway with some ice. So now we're going to add 1/3 cup of water to each of them. Okay, so now we're each going to take one and swirl for about a minute. And we're doing this so that we can make sure that the water gets nice and cold, that we have a nice even temperature throughout. All right, that should be good. How did you run out of water? You have the same amount of water as everybody. Okay, so unfortunately we don't have a Celsius thermometer. That would be preferable. All we have is this grilling thermometer. So we gotta make do with what we got. Okay, so let's see here. What's it saying that this temperature is?
60.
Yeah, it's definitely dropping, which is good.
It says McNugget.
We're hoping that it's close to about freezing. That would be preferable. Oh yeah. Remember, we're in Fahrenheit, so water is freezing at 32. There, we just hit it. And looks like we're gonna stay around there. See how it's jumping around now? Oh, it's jumping quite a bit.
Okay.
Okay. So we did hit 32, but we're slightly above it. I would say at 34-ish. Let's see what dog here has. The dog cup.
Doge.
So also, oh, that one says 33, 34, so that's about the same. And let's take a look at the cardinal one here. And also about 34. So I would say that they're all starting at about 34 degrees Fahrenheit, which is pretty close to freezing, which is our 32, which is what we expected.
Sure.
So now Lex is going to pour in the salt, and Clark is going to pour in the sugar into those respective cups. Just dump it in. Good job. Okay, now let's do another minute of swirling. So we want some of those solutes to dissolve into our solvent of water. And of course we have the control here is our dog cup. Yeah, and his is a little bit cloudy because again we're using organic sugar, which has a slight brown tint to it. If you're using just regular granulated sugar, it should be white, but it will obviously get cloudy, but that's good because we want that solute. So gentlemen, be thinking about these solutes that we added. We added sugar, which is a covalent bonded molecule, and we added salt, which is ionic. So what is actually happening on the molecular level as they are interacting with our solvent? Okay guys, I think we can put it down.
Hallelujah.
So now we're going to take the temperature every 30 seconds for the next 3 minutes. So we'll let it sit there for a second. All right. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put the thermometer in to our sugar one. Let's see what it's going to be reading.
It's dropping down.
It is dropping down. That's good. Okay, so we're about at the 30-second mark. Okay, so that one is slightly up at the moment. And looks like we're maybe at 35, I would say. Let's get this. Can you hold this, Lex?
Okay.
There's our control.
About 30 now?
Yeah, I would say our control is probably about, oh, you went up again. There we go. Yeah, it's probably about 34.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That sugar's dropping down.
that one's salt.
Yeah, the salt's dropping up.
Yeah, so salt. Whoa, must have hit some ice right there. What would you say? Salt's about at 20 degrees, maybe 19.
20 or 19.
All right, and now we've probably gone into our minute now, so let's check our sugar again. Okay. Looks like our sugar is about at 30. 30 or 31, that's what I would say for that one. Oh, probably 30 since I saw that 29 there. And let's see what our control is at. Well, it hit a 30, but I'd say, oh, it did hit a 29 there. I'd stay, just because of how much it's bouncing around, I'd still say about 32, 33 is what the control is. And then let's see the salt. Oh, I just saw 15 there. Lex, can you see that count? Okay. So I'd say maybe that 15. Looks like it's kind of in between. Again, we don't have the best
Gear.
best gear. That's right. Good job, buddy. All right. I'm gonna give them all a little swirl for 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it would be working much better if you had something that was a little bit more insulated than what we're using. So even like a styrofoam cup would work better than what we have here. This was just what we had around the house. Alright. Okay. Oh, there it goes. There goes our sugar. Now it's still hovering around that 30 mark. Oh, there we go. 29, 28, 25. Okay. I'd probably say about that 29 maybe is where I would go with the sugar on this data point. And then for our control here, okay, it's hovering about that 32, 33 mark. Okay, let's see our salt. Oh gosh, okay. Oh, into 18 there, 16, holy cow. Oh, 14.
Well, the salt's hit freezing.
Yeah, the salt's pretty down there, huh? So I'd say probably about 18 is what I would call that, 18.
15, I think.
Well, 15, it did hit 15, but it kept bouncing back up from 15, so.
I'd say about 16.
Yeah, it could be. It's the inaccuracies of this. So we'll do 2 more rounds and we'll call it. Oh, there we go. So probably about 30-ish is where it's kind of hovering. 32 to 28, so we'll say about 30 for that one.
Now we're on the dog.
Yep, now we're on the dog. The dog has our control. Looks like again about 32, so not a whole lot of change there. So 32 or 33, which that's what we expected, being that it's in Fahrenheit here. And then here we have the salt. Again, just gonna give it a swirl because I want that to dissolve, but of course being cold, our solids aren't dissolving as nicely as if they were at a higher temperature. Oh, looks like what, 21-ish? Okay, well there's a 19.
Ooh, it's still at 19.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'd say about 20 on that one, so something's happening, must have gone up a little bit. Alright, we'll call this the last round
Yay.
of temperatures.
Shake them up.
Yeah, let's give them a good swirl here. You got that one, Clark? Alright. I might have heated this one up too much. So he's hovering about, 32. So he went up a little bit to 33. But he was lower, so that'll be a cool graph. And then we have our control here. So it looks like our control is about at 33, 34, so even that one went up a bit. So that could be just our thermometer here. And let's check our salt for the last time. Now clearly our salt has caused it to drop. Look, we're at 19 there, 18. Okay, so now we're going to start bouncing around a little bit.
I'd say 19's
You'd
kind
say
of.
19 is consistent? I'd say you're right. All right.